shooters, black rulers. What's up to you half-truthers? Hotep Luya, that's humor. I'm past the rumors, I'm past the human. The body is trash, a bad computer, a ghost with massive tumors. Can't threaten a nigga like me with death, I'd be glad to do it. And sprinkle my ashes on my Mac computer and rap into it while blast the future. And say that's the future, that's the future. The year is 5,625. Niggas is clapping and stomping in church, waiting for Jesus to come back alive. Niggas is still waiting on ET to come out the sky, stop all these crimes. Mentally ill and out of their mind. Niggas still waiting for Fleck to get some supplies. Niggas is still like, damn, I was just talking to so-and-so the other day. How did they die? Why? Niggas is still waiting for politicians to admit that they lied. Since we all comrades, in the street locked up in the contrast. You accepted as generous just cause the man let his boot off your neck just a little bit. If that shit was threatening, you wouldn't know that it did exist. They would've hid that shit from you like all of your history. They probably not back from their dead just to get at me. They sent so many agents my way, I could start an agency. It's all about branding, feel like a fraternity. Niggas wanna brand me, niggas want Grammys, niggas want families, niggas think I'm crazy, I don't want a damn thing. What the fuck's the manual? They can't understand me. They can't understand me. All this shit must go, all this shit is trash. There is not a plan B. Where do all of that go? Where we gon' end up? Where we all landing? This is just a shit show, this is just a sick goal. I ain't only passion.
You are nearly conscious.
I've traveled so far, couldn't tell you how far. Feels as though I have been a million places at once. Many lives I have lived, many battles I fought and lost. If you're looking for trouble, you ain't gotta look far. Without the presence of dark, wouldn't be in these thoughts. You may know who I am, but do you know who you are? You are. These roads, they don't go nowhere. These highways are a dead end. I've had my share of losses, I've had my share of blessings, and I should know what hell is. And I ask you this question: if we ourselves ain't perfect, then how could we know what heaven is like?
What up, CSGs? What's good? What's good with you? How you feeling out there? Let me know if you're in the building. Sorry about that. We ran a little bit late, but we had a premiere that we had to go live for. So if you're in the building, let me know. We're gonna be going over the Rockets post-game Summer League Championship. How y'all feeling out there? Let me know if you can hear me. Let's get it. Let me see. Is my mic good? Let's see. Can y'all hear me out there, chat? Audio good. Okay, Sigga Migs. Okay, Sigga say it's good. Let me see what song I got playing out here. Okay. Let me see. Okay. What's happening, Frank? You want me to bring you up? I can post the link real quick so we can run this down real quick. My boy Frank gonna have to go in a minute. So we're gonna go over what we seen in the post game. In the championship game. Holla at all my CSGs out there, man. We still here. We had a good run. Summer League. Now we gotta wait 2 months to watch some more Rockets basketball, man. We're gonna try to keep y'all occupied in the meantime, in between time. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Let me get the link. Whoever want to come up, give their takes out. We ain't gonna be long. Here we go. There we go. There go the link. Holla at your boy Space. We're gonna get everybody in here, then we're gonna run it down like CSGs, like we do all about this time. But hey, we came out a little flat, man. Got behind early, and we had to expend a lot of energy trying to get back into the game. And that's not how we wanted to start it off, Bubba's. That's not how we wanted to start it off, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. We can't win them all. What's up, Frank?
What's good, bro? How's my audio?
You sound good to me. How y'all hear Frank out there in the chat? Let me know. I think you good.
Yeah, bro. Sigmix said we clear.
Yeah, they hear.
I appreciate you, Sigmix. Sigmix on point. I guess you just needed some time to cool out a little bit. Sleeping on the job earlier today.
He forgot the assignment, bro. The lights is too bright.
No, I'm playing. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. It was that game. I kind of knew we was gonna lose probably about the first quarter, bro.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about? I don't think Cam was aggressive enough.
Well, I'll say this. To me, you really got to see what he needs to work on. This is one of the first teams that challenged us on the interior without Jabari and Tari there. Because if you remember the Detroit game, when we played with Duren and Wiseman, Tari and Bari were really doing a lot of attacking, and Cam was just feeding off of that. So the other teams we've played, I think it was Portland and I forgot Utah or whoever else, they run similar lineups to us. A lot of wingy players, even their bigs are mostly like 6'8", 6'9" guys. So you had Mobley in there. He looked like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because we just didn't have a big player. And, they were punishing us with the switches, getting smaller guys switch on them. Then once our guys drove, the length of the Cavs was intimidating. And, Cam, he said what he needed to work on was his handles. And, yeah, that's true, bro, because he really – aside from the bully ball going straight downhill, he really doesn't have a lot of that, like attacking the basket off isolation. So he was forced into a lot of step backs. You could tell towards as the game went on, he kind of got like, let me just pass out of it because he was probably thinking about he didn't want to take too many bad shots. So just stuff for him. And on defense, he was getting beat a lot on the cuts and backdoors, which is typical for young players to struggle off ball on defense. And yeah, he has a long way to go. He was Summer League MVP, but he's the best player talent-wise in the Summer League. So that's not like, oh my God, you feel me? If any blue chip, like of the top 5, top 6, if those guys were still playing, they might compete for that same title. So I think he did what he was supposed to do. He looked as good. He's supposed to look for a player that was supposed to be a top 10 pick. He got a long way to go. He's young, and it showed. But very promising, man. Like the upside for him as a player is through the roof. So I think he's going to be the steal of the draft for the Rockets. And like I said, teams really were doing too much, letting them slip to 20.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you just said. I just think it was a championship game. I think he could have just, exerted himself a little bit more. Just early in the game when they not the whole game, but early in the game when he seen that lead ballooning up. He's the most talented guy on the floor, basically, as far as athletic wise. And yeah, I know he's young. He got to pick his spots. I would just like for him to just been more aggressive. But they built their summer league team like they built their regular squad when they had double bigs out there most of the time and shooters. And Amani Bates, he was a factor as well. But I just think he should have just forced the issue a little bit. Not forced it, but you know what I'm saying? Like maybe just drive and kick more, or because Hudgens was tripping. Hudgens, he had one of the worst games I've seen him have, bro. Like they should have just got the ball out of Hudgens' hands, put it in Cam hands like they did the previous 3 games basically. Cam was the one that was initiating the offense, and I think they should have did that more, or they should have probably started with that just to get the defense going laterally and coming, having to adjust to his speed and his quickness and his physical nature, and then work yourself from in the paint to out, and that would have got us more 3-point shooting and things like that. Cause Hudgens, man, he was bad today. He was really bad. He didn't put nobody really in positions. He wasn't being a true floor general. Looked like he was trying to be more of a shot maker than set a shot set up guy. And it was a bad look for Hudgens. It was a bad look. He already undersized, and he didn't do himself no favors tonight.
Yeah, this was definitely a game Amen Thompson would have thrived in. I think with the driving in the lanes, the Cavs were doing a good job of helping and being one away from helping. Then when you did get in the lane, they were going to swarm you with a bunch of tall dudes. And you would see plays where Cam would get switched out on the slower player. And they were playing good defense. They were just daring us to shoot threes and closing out. And, if you can't, he couldn't beat their guys. Hudgens was basically, I don't know, like you said, he was ball hogging. He had plays where he had guys open, but he would still take the shot. There was a clip of Coach Sullivan saying that, they can't play hero ball and they got to move the ball. They just weren't doing that. And to me, it's just they don't have it's the same thing just like with last year's team. If you don't have a point guard, it's really hard to organize a team. And it's not that guys can't pass. There's a lot of players that could drive and kick. The nuance of playing point guard is slowing the team down. Like, bro, we doing too much. Okay, let's get into a set. Getting guys in rhythm, knowing when to, I got to get in the paint now. Okay, let's try to get this play. Like all those little things that we haven't had. We have a lot of guys that can pass the ball. It looked like, just a team that also they were tired. So when young guys are tired, they usually go to what they know, which is hero ball. So yeah, the Cavs were just a better team. They were more well built than we were. And shout out to Imani Bates. I was really not like I was low on him. I really didn't care about him coming into the draft, but I think that if Cleveland, if they can just get him in the gym, get his strength up, they might have a guy that could help them in some way, shape, or form. Really like how he played this entire summer league, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the chat. Like he's been fairly good. I think he got to get some of those Steph Curry type shot threes out of his repertoire, because he was jacking from a deep, and I think he'll be a fairly efficient guy, and he plays the passing lanes. He's got long arms. Look like he got like a 7-foot wingspan or something, because his arms are very, very long. I think they might have a player, like I think they swung on the upside for him, because he got into trouble. He was like a high blue chip prospect at one point in time, coming up through the AAU rankings, and he got into some trouble, and he was hurt at Memphis. He transferred. He didn't ever have true stability in his college career, so it looked in flux. But he looked like he can be a player, man. Especially if he's not gonna be the guy. As long as he gotta find his niche in the Cleveland Cavaliers system, yeah, I think he can be very, very good. The one guy I came away with, again impressed with, was Mayer for the Rockets, and also Hinton. I like them. Hinton though, that guy, man, he hustles. He like you. What is it? Hinton? One,
Yeah, that was hidden.
yeah,
That was
Hinton,
hidden. That
Hinton,
was playing
Hinton.
like, yeah,
Cause I get him and Samuels mixed up for some reason. Yeah, but
yeah,
Hinton, he leaves it out on the court. Even though he don't makes the best passes or makes the best decision all the time, he leaves it out on the court. I think he should get at least a nod up or a two-way contract or some type of contract to see exactly what he can become and grow to. He kind of remind me of Corey Brewer. Did you get that vibe from
yeah.
him?
That and the shout out to Corey. This is not a shot at him, but that crackhead energy on the court. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
just going like
just going nonstop,
yeah.
just running around, just causing chaos. Yeah, he was in his Tari Eason bag too. Like those type of guys, I really do value those type of players that they just hustle. So he's a hustle guy. Yeah, I would definitely love to see if they would give him a chance to, if not at least keep him on the Vipers and see if he can get some burn down there with Cam. And yeah, I do think Cam Whitmore is going to go down to the G League for a little bit. If they can't, if they have too many players that are ahead of them. But my favorite guy is with you, Meyer or Mayer, however you say his name. He's
I think
six
it might be
nine.
Meyer, but I'll call him Mayer.
Meyer. Yeah, the dude can. I mean, he can shoot, bro. And I like that he's not just a shooter. He played good defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good rebounder. He can attack closeouts, put the ball on the court, and get to the basket, and can dribble a little bit. So, even if he's just a guy that you just throw him in, just like every other couple of games, just to stretch the floor in case maybe you load managing somebody or somebody tweak an ankle. Having a guy on your bench that could space the floor, that could shoot like that, where you have a lot of athletes. Yeah, I'd like to see him in, especially in that second unit with Amen Thompson. When Tari is on there, maybe you could put him as a small ball five or even playing that forward position. A guy you could play next to Tate as well too. So yeah, I think they need to give him a look because one thing that you can't buy is shooting. Like shooting is shooting. I don't give a damn where it is. Whether it's in any league is shooting. I think most of the shooters where they get in trouble in the NBA is defense. And that's
Mm-hmm.
really where the issue comes in. Can he hold up and not be a cone or a liability on defense? And he looked okay in the summer league. I don't know what that looks like in the NBA. Like if he got a guard like Anthony Edwards or somebody like that. So
Nah, he
yeah, I
food.
liked him too.
He's food.
Yeah, he
He's
food.
food on
He
Anthony
food.
Edwards, bro. You could have said somebody else like Tyler Hero.
I know. I try to be real because, dude, the NBA they got dogs. Like every team got a guy, bro. It's not like back in the day where, like, oh yeah, we got these stretch of games. Every single team has a dog that's coming to hunt. And if you got those type of guys on there, like the Hudgens of the world, they're food. They're gonna switch out, get the mismatch, just like Mobley was doing tonight. Whether it's a big or a wing or a guard, they're gonna find who they want to hunt and go at them till they force you to take them off the court. So yeah, that's what we got to think about as we're building out these teams. Is that stuff matters, and if you're trying to win games and you're not trying to tank, so those type of guys ain't gonna. The coach is not gonna play them because they're not trying to just give up possessions for them.
Yeah. Do you? I know this probably far fetched, but because some of the chat was saying it earlier that maybe we should have brought at least Tari or a Jabari back for this game. How do you feel about that? Like,
Nah. Once you close that, you know what I mean. Once you make that bed, man, it's made. You can't pull them back in to come play. You've already shut them down. It'll look stupid. We'll probably get made fun of across the NBA. So yeah, it's too late. I wish they never shut him down because I don't get the rationale behind it.
me too.
Like, what
Yeah.
is 2 games, bro? 2-3 games gonna do for they you think they're gonna get hurt in 2 games but they could get hurt working out in practice. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. I thought it would have been valuable for them. And I made that tweet, and their mom, Tari's mom, had said on Twitter that she had replied to me saying that the Rockets made the decision to shut them down. If it was up to the two dudes, they'd be out there playing.
Oh, most
So because I
definitely.
had said that I wish that Tari and Bari would have played. She was like, nah, they wanted to play. It's just the Rockets made the good decision for them or whatever, which I get, you know what I mean? Because they're going to be Jabari's a starter. So I get that. But my selfishly, I wish that we would have played them.
Man, that
It's just
ring
me.
look that they got a nice little ring,
Man, they
bro.
got a real ring, bro. I was
Yeah,
like, it's with diamonds in it, bro, and
yeah.
rubies and whatever else. That's crazy.
It
I
look
never
like
knew that.
yeah, they look like a little, $20,000-$30,000 ring or something, bro. It didn't look like no cheap ring, bro. Cause the little summer
Man,
league in red,
it's
it
the
looked like there
NBA.
could have been rubies or something in it. Like it looked like a nice ring to have, just to have on your finger. Be like, hey, I accomplished that. I got a ring, even though it's the summer league. But that would have been nice, man. That would have been a little bit uh, bragging rights. It's good for confidence. Like, yeah, we actually came together as a new squad. Probably only been together a month, 2-3 weeks, and we actually went out there and was the best team in summer league. Hey, we got the summer league MVP, but bro, that would have
Yeah.
been a nice little uh, trinket, so to say, to just hold dear to our heart, because I don't think we're gonna be competing for a championship for the next 3-4 years probably, like a real one.
Yeah, that like I said, I would have valued that experience for all the guys. Um, but and, it is what it is. I think the run they had was special for them. I think for the Rockets, it was special because, being as bad as we were these past few years, yeah, let it sting a little bit. Yeah, they lost in the championship game, man. I just hope that the team, Amen Thompson watching courtside, um, just the speeches, the trying to push them and encourage them, getting a taste. And I know seems trivial for summer league, but like winning is winning. I don't give a damn. Like hell, I don't know about you, Space. Like I'm the type of dude. If we playing Uno, I'm trying to beat
Yeah,
you, bro.
yeah.
Like you feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
that's just a mentality that you have to build. Like people, Kobe, Tom Brady, these dudes, they don't lose. They don't try to lose at anything in life. It could be the dumbest thing. So to me, like you can't poo-poo winning. I don't give a damn if it's we just playing pickup in the backyard. So yeah, like this is important for our team. It's important for the coaches, for Coach Sullivan to get this experience, for the staff that's with them. Is important for Cam in his young career, Men Thompson, as he's watching and learning, processing from the sidelines. It's important for Coach Udoka to get a read on some of these guys. Tari and Bari being a part of it and being part of this atmosphere and working out around these guys, and we know that Jalen and Kevin Porter, all of them were in Vegas, and the team is around them. Just seeing the preparation going into this, all this stuff matters, bro, because it signals for them like, yeah, bro, it's different now. This ain't no
Mm-hmm.
slap jaw or what the coaches of football slap dick with the coaches to say like they
Yeah.
playing around and doing all this goofy stuff. Like, no, bro, we bought this business and set the tone in summer league, and let's take that into training camp. You know what I mean? Take that into off-season workouts.
Yeah, I don't see why they shut Jabari and Tari down, bro. I would have. I mean, let's say they twist the ankle. They still got 2 months, 3 good months before we even have to actually play a game. I don't know. I would have let them play. I would let them play. I would have built their confidence up. I know they pretty high right now because they did go out and kill it in 2 games, but to actually accomplish a championship, I think that would have been even better. And maybe Cam wouldn't have all that, because this is the most pressure he had. He was the MVP of the summer league, and he's playing in the most important game of the summer league. I'm not saying he succumbed to the pressure or pressure bust pipes or anything like that, but maybe he would have been still. He wouldn't have had that much of a burden to actually bring home the chip, because like I said, most of our guys didn't show up this game. They totally didn't show up, and it kind of reverberated from the first quarter all the way through They made a little run where you seen them. They hit like what 4 or 5 threes in a row, and they cut it down to what 7. And that was like the highlight of the game for us because we didn't ever overtake the lead at any point. We just came out flat, and it just wasn't a good experience for a championship game. But it is what it is, man. It's summer league. Now it's just summer league because we lost, you know. It's just summer league because we lost.
Yeah, it's just summer league.
But if we would have won, I would have been in there crunk.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna even lie. I would have been in there happy as hell, saying we got a ring. I would have been doing old girl from LSU, ring me, you know.
I mean it's still we got to the championship. I think that's valuable. Like, to me, I don't care. I think it matters, and I think everything they do from this, like, if you want to change the culture on the team, everything you do got to be about the ultimate goal, which is winning a practice, winning your workout, winning a game, winning whatever, the play-in tournament, whatever, playing in season. Like, it's just about winning, bro, and everything they do is towards that. And I'm like, you hear Fred VanVleet in his interviews, that's all he talk about. You hear Coach Udoka, that's all he talk about. Like, winning is an attitude, is a mindset, and we've been losers for the past few years, and to me, you can't emphasize enough. Like, and I think I don't know if you heard Udoka's interview when they asked him, "How do you change the culture?" and he said it starts with me. And all he's been talking about is making the playoffs. And whether he believes he can or not, we don't know. But I feel like he's doing that on purpose to set standards from day one. Like, we're not going to, they're young guys and all that stuff we used to say in the past. Like, that's over, bro. And
yeah,
guys know it. This is real now. It's real. Time to get ready.
Shoot for the stars, ain't land on the cloud, man.
Yes, sir.
That's how I always envisioned. Anytime I went out and played any type of sport, bro, I'm gonna try to be the best at it, and I'm gonna go for the goal. You got to go for the goal, man, because even if you come short, at least you have it's a commonality, with a team, and it's a legit goal to have set a standard. Hey, this is what we're gonna be going to. Even if you don't get there, at least everybody was on the same page and trying to get there, and that breeds camaraderie. It breeds, just being together, a team, a brotherhood, of players. Hey, we all on the same boat. We going in the same direction. Nobody's blowing wind in the sails the opposite direction. We actually doing this, and hey, we failed here as a team. We know what we can to get better as a team, and that's how we gonna proceed from here on forward. But speaking of Udoka's interview, he kind of was leaning towards what we've been saying about Jalen Green, about just scoring. That's not gonna get you there. That you need to do other things on the court, and I think he's gonna. How a teacher is with you, and they know you bright, but you just don't give the effort in some spots, and they own you like white on rice. No matter when you coming in, hey, do this, hey, tuck in your shirt. It could be anything. They own you. They just trying to shape you up because they see the potential that you possess, and they want you to reach it. And I think that's how he's looking at Jalen Green, as far as, man, this kid got all of the potential in the world. He just needs somebody to bring it out of him. And I'm not gonna fault Jalen Green because he was begging. He was actually begging for some structure last year, and he just didn't get it.
Yeah, Jalen he got a big year coming up because his contract is coming up. So, he's going to be being looked at. Like, people are going to be coming for his position, and he got to show it. And that's not only just this year, but he got to hold off, whether it's trades that they're making. If they see a better player, this is real. The NBA is not like a fairy tale, bro. It's about to get real. Guys get traded. Guys that are good. Guys that teams love. They'll trade you in a minute. If they see a opportunity to improve the team with another player that's maybe a superstar level, and the difference between them is one of the young guys that we really love, they will make that decision. And so for any of the guys, including Jalen, is like, you have to start establishing yourself as a player that's going to be here for the future. And I think this third year, I think he's going to have the opportunity to do so. I love that him and Fred VanVleet have been training together because that means that they will be comfortable playing next to each other. Because I know Jalen, he can fit pretty much next to anybody. His game, he's not like overly aggressive, like he needs the ball. So just him and Fred being comfortable is a plus. And they can run that 2-man. They're comfortable. And the reason I say it's a plus because Fred is going to have the ball all the time. So that friendship that they're building right now is going to allow Fred to trust Jalen later on in the season. Like, let me give him the ball. Like, I'm okay with giving him the ball to go do what he got to do or make the bucket or go score, go get us a bucket. You know what I mean? Go make a play. And even if Jalen messed up, once again, it goes back to that friendship where you like you did good. So I can see him being a better vet for him just because they're cool. So yeah, I think Jalen's gonna have a good year. I think he's gonna be more efficient. Everybody's bumping his scoring up. I don't know if he's gonna score more. He might have the same 22 points. It'll just be a cleaner 22 points where
Right.
he's doing it more efficiently, picking his spots better. It's not as his buckets were really hard, so it might be an easier 22 points per game, and on better defense and more wins. So yeah, I think he's gonna have a good year, and just remind everybody like why he was drafted number 2 and could have possibly been a number 1 pick.
Facts. Rob Cortez says Space compare McGee with Garrison Matthews, and I couldn't stop seeing it after that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, same, bro.
Somebody else did that in the chat today too. They was like, "Why do we have a Garrison Matthews clone?" I think that was James, and I said, "Yeah, man, that's what I've been saying, bro. He's like Garrison Matthews, man. He really is. Everything about him just screams Garrison Matthews to me." Do you see? This was what I think is gonna happen. I think somebody gonna come and get Meyer off of us before we can even sign him or something. Shooting like that, a team like the Heat or LA or anybody, they look for shooting like that, and I'm hoping we don't be slow on a gun, to actually pull the trigger and get this guy at least a 2-way contract to keep him here and help develop him, because you can tell I think he's like you said, like at least a 9th, 10th player on your bench to where he can just come in and you never know, just give you buckets on a regular old Wednesday night that's nobody is really up for, and he just comes in and just starts shooting the lights out. I think we need to at least keep him close, very close to the organization, bro, because he can be an asset, even if it's just a little asset. As far as we go and tanking and everything and losing any type of positive asset to your franchise, you should try to keep around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm sure he made an impression on the coaches. I'm curious to see if they actually do try to keep him, because, like I said, we have a lot of interesting prospects, but we still lack shooting. So that is going to be a key part. Now, if Jabari is a decent shooter this year, and like he looked in some of the games after the All-Star break, if Jalen is more efficient, if Tari just stays a little bit, on track and gets a little better, then you can see it. But even thinking about like the Celtics team that they had over there, they had, I think, some deep. Nobody was like a great shooter, but they had good shooters pretty much up and down the team. As far as that McGee role, the dudes that played that role, whether I don't know if you would count. I guess like Pritchard. Pritchard was a knockdown shooter, but he was a scrappy defender. He could actually D up.
Derek
And now,
White,
what I mean,
right?
even though he was Derek White, well, that dude went through stretches where he looked like Jay Sean Tate. I ain't gonna lie. You remember in the playoffs, like the year Ime was there, the first 2 rounds, bro could not make a bucket to save his life. Then he turned
But he
into
did
like,
good in the Western Conference Finals or
yeah,
something? Like he went.
the Eastern Conference.
I mean the Eastern Conference.
I think
Finals?
it was. Yeah, I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals where he just like he saved them like 3 games where he was just the man. But I think we got some shooting. Mayer losing him wouldn't be the end of the world, but I think Mike had said it in our group chat. Like, I'd be interested to see him as a 4 or 5, just something different. Just something different that you could stretch the floor with. Because even with Buddy that we signed at backup center, he all right. He could shoot a little bit, but he only take like 1 3 a game, and he's
Londell, yeah.
33%. Yeah, Londale. So he's not a sniper. So
That dude,
with Amen Thompson, I like to see a 5 that could shoot because I
yeah.
feel like that's
So
going to
he's
be a
what,
different look.
6'9"? That's a pretty small 5. But you doing it for in spot minutes for shooting. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
just a
see it.
little switch up. I mean, we did worse last year. Tate at
Yeah.
the 5. We had some minutes of that. We had minutes where Garuba was the 5, and Garuba probably about the same height, 6'9", 6'10", maybe not even that. Yeah, I mean, there's that. We did some nasty stuff last year. Anything we do now is just gravy, bro. It's just gravy.
We got my boy Culture back with us. What's happening, Culture? How you feeling?
I appreciate that, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. I was just on another channel real quick, and you know what I'm saying? I had to say my piece over there before I came back over here and shit.
Oh,
I'm good, man. I
Oh,
was like, yeah, I don't know if I told y'all yet, but I wasn't really worried about that game, man, because obviously we played yesterday, but I guess they played yesterday too. So that ain't no excuse. But they got their whole Rocket Summer League team still, man. We working with backups to backups. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We only got Cam Whitmore out there. And they was a good Summer League team. They was undefeated too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and they was coming for us, you know what I'm saying? So they played like this was a real NBA season game. So I was telling them like I'm not really worried about this game. You know what I'm saying we don't have a whole summer league team in here. So like they got their whole team still, the same team they started with. So I wasn't really worried about that. I just felt like Cam should have did a little bit more. I felt like that he was the MVP. I think they should have waited on the MVP until the end of the shit. I don't know why they gave it to him before this game ended. And I feel like they was coming to shoot for him. Like, okay, you the MVP now. You're gonna have to show us. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he really stepped up as he should have. I don't know if he was tired or not. I don't know if it's just immaturity, but I felt like that was his time to like. I just won an MVP yesterday. Ain't no other stars on this team but me. And it's my time to go show these motherfuckers why, I got a chip on my shoulder and fell to 20th pick and why I should have been top 3, top 5 pick. And he ain't do that. So that's the most disappointing thing out of that game that I seen. So that's how I felt about that game.
Yeah, you just wanted him to come in and put the stamp of approval on it. Like, yeah, y'all made the right choice with giving me the MVP. I think the reason why they did it that way is because this is the playoffs and basically the 4 games, 4 games that we won that got us into the playoffs. So I guess it was just going off of those 4 games for MVP. And like Frank was saying earlier, like the voting is crazy on this one, just like it is for the regular season MVP. What is the criteria? Because Jabari made it and Tari didn't, and they both only played 2 games. It's kind of weird how they did the voting for this.
Yeah, the voting was crazy. I feel like if Jabari had made the second team, Tari should have made it too. And if they have a voting criteria that excludes players that didn't play a certain amount of games, then neither of them should have been on there. And if they could have been on there, then they should have both been first team. If they are not going to dock players for not playing, it was just dumb. Like, I think they just wanted to put Jabari on there because he did so good. I get it, I guess. But to me, if they're not going to put other players that, to me, Tari had just as much of an impact as Jabari on Summer League.
Facts.
If not better. Because I know we're all enamored by Jabari's points, but, I mean, he shot terribly from 3, honestly, and Tari was the most consistent player on our team. He was playing point guard damn near the whole time, playing some of the best defense in the entire Summer League and averaging 23 and 10 efficiently in the process and just being a winning player like he always does. So, it's just casual stuff from the NBA. Once again, I don't even know who the hell the voters are. That was weird. I know they don't care, but yeah, that was just random.
Yeah, I didn't even see that list. I didn't know they had a summer league all-star list. I only seen the MVP thing. Yeah, that was weird.
So they got a
If Bari
first
made
team.
it, but if Bari made it, Tari should have definitely made it.
Bari
Bari
was
should,
second team.
yeah, he shouldn't have made it at all though. Really, if Bari made the second team, definitely
Facts.
Tari should have made the second team. But only playing 2 games, he should have been excluded from everything. Then you know what I mean? I don't think that was fair to the
Yeah.
other players that played every game.
5, 6, 5 games, 6 tonight. Imani Bates was on there, so he validated his selection. I think he was a second team forward. But I mean, it is what it is. Most of the top picks didn't really play, like the high level guy. They shut them down after like 2 or 3 days. If Scoot Henderson, for example, played all 5, he would have been like MVP or something. If a man played, I think he would have had something to say. So it is what it is. I still think that all the Rockets rookies and second year players had a great showing this summer.
Yeah, I was saying. Oh, go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing, bro.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. That, 'cause I told him the other channel because I'll be on Greenleaf's channel. I don't know if y'all know Greenleaf. I'll be on his channel and shit. But I told him, I said, let's give Imani Bates a round of applause for actually winning something now. You know what I'm saying? He finally won something, so let's give him a round of applause. Like, you know what I'm saying? He dropped from the first. He's a #1 high school player. He fell all the way out. Like, he finally won something, so let's give him a round of applause. Like, I'm happy for him. I ain't really care about that game.
Yeah, you missed it. We kind of touched on him, Imani Bates earlier.
Okay.
He just got into some tight situations. He had to deal with injuries his freshman year at Memphis. Then he got into the transfer portal, and he transferred out. He wasn't never had a stable foundation to actually show exactly everything he got. And yeah, I mean, he can probably be a player one day in this league. Maybe a very good role player. I don't see like superstar potential or nothing like that, but I think he can find a niche in this league, especially with the Cavs, because he kind of fits what they like to do.
Yeah, I was joking though, Space. I was joking with that.
What's that?
I was with the Imani Bates one. I was just joking, like, you know what I'm saying, like
he was trying to play him.
See, I'm trying to give the dude the legit credit, man.
He do need some, like, bro. He came a long way because the way his arc was going, bro. I thought he'd be playing in Guangdong right now.
Too.
You know what I mean? I didn't think dude would be. So he made an NBA roster. I think that's the big ups to him. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I think for us, good looks for the players. They got to see what they wanted. I think this was a testament to the coaching staff too, because I mean, you look at our roster, ain't really like, it's just a bunch of guys, just a bunch of wings and Cam Whitmore. You know what I mean? It's not like even the teams we're playing against, they had just most of the time better athletes than us. And I think their system they basically did the Mike D'Antoni where there's used the math to try to win games, and it just failed when the shots wasn't dropping. Now, I don't know if y'all heard, they asked Coach Udoka during the game, is this going to be your approach? And his answer was that, well, we got better shooters than these guys. But I think they're going to get up a lot of threes during the year. If you look at the Celtics, that's what they did. They were always like top 3, top 5 in attempted threes, top 3, top 5 in made threes. So they're going to get a bunch of threes up, but all of it is predicated not just on shooting threes, it's about the shot quality. And it's hard to judge that offense that they was running without Amen Thompson on the court. Man, I just think he would have just dominated this game, bro. Like, this was a game where Amen would have just killed it because they were letting all these big, slow players switch out on Cam Whitmore, on Hudgens, and they couldn't get by them because they just not that level. Like, Cam's issue is not explosiveness. His handles ain't there. For Hudgens, he's not explosive. So Thompson would have been just devastating. Yeah, Thompson would have been devastating for the Cavs. Just getting in the paint and generating threes. So, yeah, shout out to the team. I think we can be proud of what they did. And, you know what I mean? Just they got to carry this momentum into the summer, man. I'm excited to see some of these transformations over the next few months from some of these young guys.
Facts.
Damn, I had something important to say, something I wanted to say, man. I forgot the hell what I was about to say, man. Hey, man.
Well, let me read this comment while you think.
Yep, go ahead.
Mario Gonzalez says, Ghost and Tank, congrats for the 5K YouTube subs. Keep it up. Big fan of your content for the upcoming season with many more dubs. Fingers crossed. Those 5K will grow into 10K, 20K. I hope so, brother, and appreciate it, Mario. You've been one of the first ones to come in here and become a regular at the Chop Shop, man. We appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate everybody. What's up, Chris Strange? How you
Facts.
feel, man? How you feeling? Black
What's
Light, he
up,
says
Chris?
it was the game winner that put, I think he mean Bari over the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think,
definitely was.
yeah. I mean, when you do something
Definitely
that
was.
big, yeah.
He probably like, damn, we gon' nah, I just put him on there. We can't. They be using that clip like crazy for the promo, so I guess they had to feature it on there. But yeah, man, shout out to the 5K. That's a testament to the community, man. We do appreciate that, and winning does. I think a lot of the customer base or whatever the traffic comes when the Rockets start doing good stuff. We didn't hire Ime and started drafting good and the subscribers. So I'm excited about this season. I hope they do win games because. I mean, look at you look right now, Spade. If we won this championship, bro, it'd be probably 300 people in this hole right now.
Oh yeah,
You feel me?
easy,
So, so
easy.
we know y'all tired of losing, man. We are too, but we'll have more to celebrate this coming year, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, we definitely going in the right direction, man. We definitely going in the right. I love it, man. I feel a dynasty coming, man. I'm talking 2 or 3 chips in a row. I feel it, man. It's
Back to back, Clutch
back
City.
to back to back, probably back to back to back. If you do it right, man, do it right. Because they're young, man. They're young, and they're all gonna be in their prime at the same time. And we just got to do it right, though. But I remember what I was gonna say, though. Came to me. Yo, who is that dude that's sitting on the bench that was sitting next to Amen
With the A's
glass?
hat on.
Yeah, who is that?
Bro, everybody was like asking the same thing. Coop said he knew who he was. I can't remember what his name was. He said he was a hurt player. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
any good or not.
I've been seeing him all through the summer league, and he looked like he important. You know what I'm saying? The way he be dressing and
Yeah.
showing that money off.
He got a little swag with his.
Swag,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got the swag of a ball player. I don't know. I ain't heard of him though, but yeah, I think he was injured. He was injured and just. I'm not even sure what position he plays. I'd seen him on somewhere else as well too. I don't know if he was with Jalen, the KP, is one of them.
Not Jay Sean Tate,
But
right?
he was one of our players on the roster
No, but
already,
that's
like
not Jay
on some side stuff. But I don't know who that is, but
Bro over there on the bench like
probably
he's
could have used.
somebody cousin or something. Just
I swear to God, I thought he was somebody's security guard. I'm like, damn, they letting summer league players bring security now. But
Yeah, man. I didn't know, bro. I've been asking that since like game 2. I was like, man, who is this dude just
Yeah,
sitting
they
there on
always
the?
be showing them.
Yeah, cause I guess he always next to A-Man. I guess that's why he get a lot of camera time.
yeah, probably so.
Yeah, that boy Third Coast, he says Mobley gave us problems on the inside, but we didn't have any big men. So that's what you get. Yeah, I wonder why we only carried like what, one big man, Huff, and he got signed, and we didn't have no other backup plan. Were they trying to run Darius Days as a 5 or what?
Man, summer league they don't care about all that. They're just trying to get guys in they want to look at. I think you try to like simulate concepts that you may see. So when Huff got taken off the board, his agent probably told him, "Hey, you're going to Denver." That probably threw off their rotations. Then you had Jabari, who was his backup, and Jabari played some 5 when Huff wasn't in the game. So with Jabari and Huff gone, it's like, yeah, at that point, we're not going to bring in like 4 centers for summer league. So I think they was just looking at positions of need, shooting, combo guards, a lot of wings though. We had a lot of wings on the roster.
It's that slipped my mind that Jabari was actually a 5. That's what threw me off at. Yeah, because we lost her, then Jabari got shut down. Yeah, we didn't have a center. And as much as I think the coaches wanted to win this game, they kind of probably knew what they was up against going against Mobley. I'm not gonna lie, Mobley impressed me. Now it ain't like it's like we always put that caveat in there. It's not the real regular season, but he looked fundamentally sound. You know, he plays the right way, and he got a little bit of Evan in him a little bit.
Yeah, he do. Um, he do. Are they? They're not twins. I guess they're not twins, right?
Now I think he's actually older.
Nah, he older. He the older brother.
What, like a year or two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He like 24 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's that Jacob Jalen Green hookup pickup. You know what I mean? Where that's my boy. We trying to make our draft pick happy, so get his boy on the team, and get his brother. Because honestly, coming out like, you know what I mean? He wasn't like somebody that any NBA team is just dying to go get. But shout out to him because like this summer league was really like he showed a lot of progression in this game. Because I've seen him play prior to this. They let him play garbage time for the Cavs, and he was all right, but he didn't look like somebody that you could tell like they just got him on the team because he Evan brother. But he's earning his own, and he looked like he's probably gonna get a chance to be like their third string center. He was shooting threes, making some great passes. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some other team try to call him up, see if he interested in getting a roster spot on another team. Hell, he might look good on the Rockets. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did it. Half these dudes fighting for their life, man. Is some with the summer league stuff. Like not half, probably 90% of them. The Cam and JJ Redick pointed this out. Cam Whitmore got a roster spot. He ain't got to worry about that. But most of these dudes out here, like McGee and Hudgens and them, this is their life. This is the difference between uh, playing in Israel and playing in the States or playing in China or not playing at all. Or you know what I mean? So yeah, you could tell like Hinton, this dude he playing for his life. This ain't no so it is different for some of these guys. And I think it's a great thing where the Imani Bates and these Mobleys of the world, they get to put on tape some good film so teams may at least look at them. Because like you see with a Huff, it's not just your team is watching you. Like you point out, Space Meyer, he's playing for the entire league. There's probably scouts. You've seen scouts at the games, like you said, Miami probably out there looking at him, or Cleveland, or the Warriors. All these teams are looking at these players and be like, that'd be a great player to put on our squad. So yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't like that. I like your take, but I don't like how another team could sign a player. And then we got to shut them down in some league. If you're going to sign a motherfucker, take the motherfucker. Get him off our bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that part of it. I don't understand that part.
But you got to think about it from the players, though. Like, that's from you as a fan or as a team. But the Summer League, what it is that's literally the function of
It's an
it.
audition.
Oh, no, yeah, I get that part. But once he's signed him, take him.
Yeah, I think he left. I think Huff was. He wasn't.
Nah,
on
he
the
was on the
bench.
bench.
Yeah, he left. As soon as they got him, they took him off.
I thought I seen him on the bench. I thought I seen him on our bench.
He probably was maybe there cheering, but he wasn't playing. They shut him down because he had.
No, yeah, they shut him down. But I'm saying, why is he on the bench still?
I mean, is he with his guys? You know what I mean? Maybe he's just out there. You know what I mean? But I love it. Like this stuff usually wasn't a big deal. Like Summer League was never, bro. You remember back in the day?
Nobody
probably was it even televised, bro?
No.
I don't remember.
No.
Yeah, not really.
Nah, right?
I think
it's
they
just
just
recent
started
now.
really just like maybe 10 years ago, something like that. That they really actually started.
I mean, I would say what.
Go ahead.
When they would have like LeBron and D Wade and them like bless the court, yeah, they'll sneak a camera on there. But
yeah, I'll say about
even if it
LeBron
was
time.
televised, nobody cared until like recently, where all these like I think when draft culture became a thing, because there's some dudes and
When
some
the
of y'all
one
may
and
be
dones.
listening. There's some fans that they live just for the summers in the NBA, not the actual season. Like they all about the draft, all about the next prospect coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about onto the net. Like as soon as the draft is over, they're thinking about 2029 or whatever, building their boards. And to me, the NBA is capitalizing on that, trying to like feed them, give them all this stuff about prospects, summer league, all they're building up to the draft and all that. I just don't remember it being this a big deal. Maybe it's just because we were a good team and never cared. But yeah, I don't remember summer league being a thing.
No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't that big, especially when we was growing up, or it wasn't. It wasn't nothing like this. I think about the last. It really caught fire. Maybe like the last 6-7 years or so, but
Now I would say LeBron. When did you say LeBron?
I can't remember even then. It wasn't
Nah,
like
LeBron.
promoted. You know
LeBron
what I
in,
mean?
Okay,
anything
okay.
LeBron in is gonna be OP. Like I think I remember he did play in summer league, right? I'm not tripping, right?
I'm
I
not
do
sure.
remember those jerseys that look
Yeah.
like the ones you
Yeah, I
get in
think they
P
played
when you
some of
play.
the. I think he played some of the.
Yeah, they had them whack jerseys that look like mesh with the holes in it.
They look like
I
practice
think I
jerseys.
remember it. Yeah, practice jersey. I just remember. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I gotta look it up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
how
but,
probably like the last 10 years. You're right. Well, can I just say one thing?
yeah.
Well, I just want to rebuttal to what Frank said about damn, what the hell is the boy name? God
Bates,
damn. No, the dude brother.
Mobley.
Oh,
Mobley.
Mobley.
Yeah. You said exactly right. He definitely approved from last year because I seen he got like. Cause I was wondering. I seen him on the team. I'm like, yo, that's Evan Mobley's brother. Shit. I was like, okay. Cause I was playing player fantasy and shit. And I'm like, well, this motherfucker don't get no minutes. Never get no minutes. And then when he did get minutes, he didn't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for him this summer league. That was definitely his time to shine. And I was surprised by how he came out. And like you said, they fighting for their life. Definitely fighting for their life. And he showed that he's valuable to get on somebody's team.
Yeah. Fact. I'm looking at it right now. Space. Yeah. LeBron summer league highlights are definitely a thing, and it was a packed house, bro. So yeah, he was
Yeah, but that was like LeBron. It was like
a one
I feel
off.
like it's more
a
LeBron.
one-off
Yeah, the
type
next year,
thing.
I don't think it's like that.
Bro, this man playing with substitute teachers, bro. I ain't gonna-
Yeah, I could definitely think like I can't really remember like when it really started building up to where it's like, of course it's a part of the NBA and they gonna promote it, but now it's like a thing. Like every year, it's almost
Bro.
like a ritual. Like you know what
Is
I
it
mean? Like
Vegas? Is it Vegas?
Hey,
Vegas?
was it?
Or they
I
always
don't
been?
know if this is Vegas, bro. It looks like like a high school gym. I think it is. Whoever the Beacons are. But this summer league, and this is trying to jog my memory. Maybe y'all in the chat could let us know. They're playing with their real team because I'm seeing Carlos Boozer out here right now with him. So if I'm remembering space, wasn't summer league like a real thing where teams would actually play?
No.
I'm trying to think, bro. I'm really trying to think, bro.
I'm watching his highlights. Is Boozer out here? I think that's Kirk Heinrich, or I don't know who this white dude is, but they playing against the Magic, and the Magic got their players out there.
Okay, so maybe I'm getting with the G League and the Summer League mixed up because I would say the G League just now letting veterans go to the G League, but Summer League ain't never been. I don't think.
Dude, they got their full
I
team
don't,
out
yeah,
here. Bro.
I
I
don't
ain't
think.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I don't think veterans was going to the Summer League. I don't remember that at all. But Boozer is older than LeBron, right? He's
He
like,
was.
I
You
think they
remember that
maybe. I
video
think
where
they
he-
probably used to treat it like the Rico run. You know,
Like
like
a
something
good-
like
yeah.
that. Because
yeah, possibly.
I gotta research this.
yeah, that's.
But I don't remember.
Yeah, I gotta.
Well, Joe Blue says it got big once it moved to Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Cause he said he think it was in Orlando before. Yeah, moving from Orlando to Vegas, that's a whole nother animal. Young Edo says I had the Don Julio in the fridge waiting. Man, next it's the end season tournament. Oh, you gonna have to hold up, put that on ice, fella. You have to put that on ice. He ain't gonna be popping bottles tonight. They did you a favor though, bro. You ain't gotta get too drunk tonight. You can make it to work in the morning.
Hell no!
Yeah.
Imagine being hungover off of summer league,
Off of a summer league
championship.
Get rolled up off of summer league. Yeah, man. Well, some of the closing arguments, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. It's getting kind of late. I think I told you I was gonna be a headache in the chat about Meyer. I think we need to keep Meyer, man. That boy got a gun. He JJ Redick like, you know, you get almost surprised when he misses, like wide open. I think Hinton should get a nod just to be You think they gonna transfer these guys to our G League, or some of them just probably not gonna make it?
Nah, they'll get spread around the NBA, get called up for other G leagues. Some of them going overseas. I think mission accomplished if everybody gets to keep playing basketball, and I think that's probably the value of summer league is that you get film. Obviously, some players play bad in this game, but I think Samuels had a good summer league. I think he probably deserves to, what I mean, get a call from somebody. I think Hudgens, despite us slandering him in our group chat today, he deserves to get a call for somebody.
Yeah,
Maybe it doesn't
definitely.
have to be the NBA. I think most of these guys they showed out. I can't think of even Days. He was shooting that thing most of the summer league. So I can't think of anybody on the Rockets that just had a my bad. They had a bad summer league. Like I think most of the time, most of the players that played, they did decently. Like they did well. So yeah, but they'll get mixed around. You might see a couple guys on the Warriors. They're on this, on that. They playing for the Mad Ants and these other real. Some guys in Australia. So it'll just be just the journey of an NBA player, man. Guys still trying to get it. Shout out to them because I know, yeah, that trying to chase your dreams is not easy, bro.
At all.
And these dudes just hanging on.
That's not true. That we didn't give Hudgens and Days a two-way contract.
Oh, I haven't heard anything. They might have. I don't know. I ain't heard it.
I
I ain't
Somebody
know
seen
said
it.
that.
Hudgens
Maybe
was
they
one.
did.
Wasn't he on one last year? Oh, he was just strictly G League. Like, I don't think he ever signed. Was he ever? Did he ever move up to the? I don't think he did.
Yeah,
Did
he
he?
moved up. They moved him up. Yeah, I think they moved him up. They moved him up. I remember him on the sidelines for a couple of games. I think he probably played in a couple of games during the year.
Did he?
I don't
I
remember. I
think
don't watch.
so.
Yeah, I didn't watch enough games to y'all got a better deal than me.
I'm
Better
trying to
deal?
think
No, I don't
Yeah,
because
know
better.
about
Y'all got a better idea than me.
hey,
Oh, okay, I
believe
don't
me,
know.
bro,
Like,
the torture we went through, you was better
yeah,
off not watching a lot of these games, bro.
there's some
Nah, yeah, I know. Like,
masochistic stuff.
no, they ain't on TV over here, so it's like I gotta get the NBA pass, and the NBA be charging too much for the NBA pass. Like, so I catch good games I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? They'll be playing somebody I want to watch, but I'm not watching every single game. Like, it's not in my district where it's on TV.
Right.
But Days, man, Days is just like Days is good, but he don't play a lick of defense, man. He don't play no defense. He's slow, man, at defensive end. So
Yeah.
yeah, he'd be a liability out there on whoever he play for.
I don't want days. I'm not gonna even lie. He didn't show me. He didn't show me enough. It's like, cause he was on when he on the Rio Grande last year.
Yeah, I think he got uh, put up on the Vipers like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, and to say he's been here, it was like maybe he should have been almost an elder statesman because he's not a young guy, and he didn't pop off the screen to me. Some guys are just like, oh, okay, he got a little something. Um, I don't like his shot selection all the time. Like what's the name was saying, Culture was saying, he don't really play defense to be that big. I think maybe he looks a little out of shape as well.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, he does. He's gotten bigger since college, for sure. Like he was a wing, so he's starting to look like Garuba now. So
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I
So
mean, I
Gilbert,
just to me like my rule is if you're trying to win games and you're bringing guys off the bench, unless they are just elite at doing something, whether it's defense or shooting, then I'd rather just bring a guy that is not going to hurt me. And I think defensively, Days is going to hurt you
yeah.
off your
Fact.
bench. Like I'm going like if I see Days out there, that's okay. I'm calling his guy to come set a screen for me. That's let's go hunt. So
Barbecue
yeah,
chicken.
that's
barbecue
chicken, bro.
chicken,
I'm going at him. We're gonna
fried
see if he
chicken.
can move them puppies. So
All right, all
I
right.
think I think we're missing a shooter though. Like we was talking on the other panel. But I got high hopes. I got KPJ. He's the best. He was the best catch and shoot 3-point shooter last year in the whole entire league with 47.9% catch and shoot 3-point. So I think that's going to help us a lot having KPJ out there. And hopefully Jalen Green stepped his shit up to where he can knock down some shots because he is a good scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's capable of being a good 3-point shooter. Bari's is finally got his confidence back. How he looked in Auburn. Bari is a 3-point shooter, and he gets a shot off anytime he wants to. He's always going to be able to get. It's kind of like how KD can always get a shot off. He's that tall to where he can get his shot off. Tari's a good 3-point shooter, believe it or not. He's consistent, probably one of the consistent 3-point shooters. Brooks can't get hot from three, but I think we still need that one player, just a specialized 3-point player. A specialized 3-point player that just come in that's just good for three players and can play a little bit of defense. A little, not like no days, but come shoot the three. And then I still think we need a rim protector.
That's Meyer you talking about though, bro. That's Meyer.
Okay.
I told you I'm gonna be on the Meyer bandwagon. We gonna have to get this man stay around, even if he don't get a whole hell of a lot of minutes. Man, you see in a 2-minute spurt, he hit like 3 threes. Like that's the type of thing we need. Just bring him in, and that's all he gonna do. Like that, If we gave Garrison Matthews a shot, even though it was undersized, I think Mayer, Oscar Mayer, or whatever his name is.
It's Mayer.
I think it's Mayer. Okay, Mayer. I think Mayer can he'll deserve to at least get a look at, man. Get a looking at, and Hinton as well. The only thing that Hinton is fighting an uphill battle because we have a whole bunch of wings, bro. We got a whole bunch of wings. I don't know how he's gonna get on the court because I still don't see a clear path for Cam even getting on the court yet.
Yeah. But the thing about our wings though is they're all interchangeable. They all could almost play from 2 to 4. Like Tari can play the 3, but he also can play the 4. Brooks can play the 3 on a small ball lineup. He can play the 4. Cam, he can play the 3, but maybe if you want to go big, he can play the 2 maybe. You see what I'm saying? Like Jayshawn Tate, he can play the 3. We go small, he can play the 4 maybe. So they all interchangeable. So not every player just stuck at that 3 position. Some can slide to the 2 and some can slide to the 4.
Facts.
But we are voting there. I still agree that it's gonna be tough finding Whitmore minutes. And but I definitely think he's gonna be on the team.
Oh yeah, he's on the team, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in the G League. I think he's gonna be on the team. But I think he knows his place though. I think he knows that Dylan Brooks is a starter, is over him. And I think he knows that Tari's over him too. He's under Tari, and he knows KPJ is also there. You know what I'm saying? So I know he knows that he's right there with Jayshawn Tate, pretty much. And Jayshawn Tate is going to get the nod over him just because of his veteran. But Cam can come over Jayshawn Tate sometimes just because he's that better of a player than him. So he's going to be right there at the end of the bench. I'm thinking it'd probably be like 10 to 15 minutes. Somebody on the other chat said garbage minutes. I wouldn't call them garbage minutes. I would call them just 10 to 15 minutes anywhere during the game. Like, if you need a spark on offense, then bring Cam in and see if he can bring us a spark real quick. It ain't necessarily just going to be, it's a 20-out blowout, bring Cam in. But I don't see him having no more than 20 minutes a game. I see him around that 10 to, 12 to, 14-ish.
Yeah, I think he's going to be that yo-yo. Because there's always a guy that we send down, bring up. Send down, I think it was Josh Christopher. It was his rookie year was Ty. And I think he's going to be that guy. It's almost, we don't want to just forget about you, so we're going to bring you up, get you some reps with the big squad. But when it's time to actually play, we're going to send you back down and get you some real live reps, with live bullets. And then we're going to bring him back up and put him back down until we see that he's actually ready to stay up. And that might won't happen till after the trade deadline, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't see him making an impact at the beginning of the season, but I think he's definitely gonna make the team. I don't think he's gonna be strictly G League because at first I was saying stash him in the G League because we was hearing all this that he was injured, so I was thinking stash him in the G League, let him get a full season, full rest, recover from whatever he's injured from. But see, the thing is, I don't think I told y'all guys. Excuse me if I'm being too direct, but I think the reason why he fell, it wasn't. They said injury at first, but we could clearly see he wasn't injured. But then they also said the interview process, and I think, you know what I'm saying, that they call it the interview process. But like, come on now, you're not interviewing for a goddamn Ivy League teacher position. It's basketball.
Right.
But see, I think they rubbed them the wrong way because some players don't take. Some players is just not no go along, get along player. You know what I mean? Some
Mm-hmm.
players, some people are direct. Some people been raised by their father where you're not gonna take no shit. You ain't just gonna be a yes sir person. Like, and I think he rubbed them the wrong way like that, and that's why he fell.
Yeah, I agree. It was part of the. I mean, it's been reported too that it was the, some of the medical issues problems. Then it was the interview process. It was some of the. I guess they came off as he seemed lackadaisical, unaware, didn't really care. Aloof a little bit, and then
Yeah, I know what you said. Oh,
his
if
coach.
I can say one more thing before you get the rebuttal though,
Yeah, go ahead.
maybe it'll make more sense. Um, yeah, I agree with that. But at the end of the day, the talent is undeniable.
For
So
sure.
that's my thing. Go ahead.
Nah, for sure, for sure. Even see, since she's bringing up the talent, could have been a little bit. Now I'm just speculating on this part because could it be like he knew for sure because everybody had him projected top five, and it was
Everybody.
like, hey, I'm good no matter what. I'm good. So I don't really, like I'm saying, like arrogant a little bit, like I don't care. I'm wherever I go, I'm gonna be good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That young
And it
shit.
kind of like humbled him probably a little bit that he slipped and fell so far to where it woke him up and then brought him out of that. Oh, okay. Now I really got to fight to actually make a team or make a because he's the 20th pick. There ain't no guarantees with 20th picks. But like you said, the talent is there. So I think he's definitely a shoe in to be on the team. Um, I just I just think he didn't do himself no favors in the draft process.
Yeah.
But if you know ball, man, you can see that kid. He's a baller. He's
Yeah.
definitely
See,
a baller.
yeah, I get what you're saying. But you ever heard that saying where they overlook a lot of bullshit if you're a good player?
Yes.
That's what that's what I don't understand because the talent was there. The talent was like you said. Everybody had him projected top five. So okay, he gets in the interview process and he seems a little bit nonchalant or he seems a little bit laid back. The kid is 18 years old, man. He's from Baltimore at that. It's just it's different. It's different people. See, long can the kid play basketball? That's all I want to know. Can he play basketball?
Right.
Can he be a team player? You know what I'm saying? So maybe they got to think that he wasn't going to be a team player. But come on now, when you get down to the 12th, 13th, 14th pick, you ain't gonna still not going to pick the man. Can't win when he's supposed to be a top five pick. So I think I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know if it was more what I said at first. But I feel like that had a lot to do with it. And because some people get blackballed like that. It's like, yo, we're not messing with him type shit. But I don't want to say it like that. But once he got down to 12, 13, 14, 15, it's like, damn, somebody should have took a shot on. I mean, I just still took a shot on him at 6'5" because that's his talent.
Yeah.
Okay, he have a good interview process, but you're not interviewing for an engineer job, man. He's playing basketball. Can he play basketball? That's all I want to know.
Facts. Facts. We got my boy Patriot in here. What's up, Patriot?
Looked like he dropped off.
Oh, he dropped down.
Yeah, I think he dropped down. Yeah, I think Cam's was slipping was a perfect storm. It seemed like of some possible medical future issues he may have, probably bad interviewing, and I still believe that the thing about his coaches, and this was from I know a lot of Houston fans don't like Bill Simmons. I listened to his podcast, one of my favorite podcasts, and Brian Russillo said on there that his coach of Villanova wasn't like raving about him. Not like he was like bad mouthing him, but when one thing about coaches, I don't know if there's any coaches that's listening. A coach's word is all they got when they deal with like scouts and stuff like that, and right or wrong. Meaning
But
that
Frank, can I say one thing?
go
I
ahead.
don't mean to cut you off, but could the coach been mad that he left? Can that be a thing?
No, I mean that's normal. That's I mean that's normal, especially for like he's probably one of their best blue chip athletes in a while. Like they usually don't get talent like that to go to Villanova. Like he's I mean that's like he's like a Kentucky Duke type of level
Yeah,
talent. So but one thing about Cam, if you watched him at Villanova, he didn't some of the things you saw in the summer league where like the team would be swinging the ball, he'll get the ball and have to dribble it and kind of stop the motion. Like they, Villanova is a team first, rah rah type of team. They're not like known for just like how Calipari is known for bringing out all these just high level guys. Some
they're like a
teams,
UConn. They're like a UConn.
They blue collar.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Some teams in NCAA are their whole mission is to breed NBA players. So they're used to the guys. Okay, he got to get us touches. That's not how it is in Villanova. And Cam, he was 17. He was a kid, and I think it was just a perfect storm of a kid, immature, probably learning how to play the game. With this AAU culture and all this stuff. He didn't come off as the best like team guy on the court. And I don't know what he's like in person. I'm sure he's a great like teammate, but as far as on the court, his game didn't really project. Then a good question that culture asks is, well, he's so talented. Why did the teams just? I think the other part of the perfect storm is that most of these teams did not project him to be there. And a lot of these draft dudes, they get
Yeah.
into their big boards and they've been scouting this guy since he was blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, you staring down. You could take a risk on Cam Whitmore if you a GM, or you could just go with the guy you knew that you've been scouting for years, months, in some cases. Um, and if you fail, it's not easy to just pull the trigger on Cam Whitmore, especially
Now,
if other
I see
teams
what you're saying. A lot of the
are
teams too.
passing on him. So it's like a snowball effect. We're like, damn, the Warriors ain't Utah didn't take him.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that's a big risk, bro. Like, why? Why didn't he take him? Why didn't they take him? Like, and it
They
just,
didn't even work
I
him
think
out. They
that's what
didn't
happened,
think
bro.
he was going to be there at that position, so they probably didn't even give him a
Right.
shot.
If you got him, that would have been a risk. Like you just basically nobody thought he was gonna slip down that low, and now you question why is he even here? You feel me? Then do I risk my job?
Right.
This,
I got one first round pick.
yeah, this is my team only first round pick for 3 years. Do I risk my job on because we about to trade all these picks for Dame, or we about to, what I mean? We about to move this player. We gotta. So I get it. Like it happens in the NFL all the damn time. If y'all watch the
Yeah,
NFL, once a guy slip, bro, he might be in the third round, bro. Before you look up.
Yeah.
yeah. They don't think them first round picks is gold in the NFL. Every first round pick, I don't care if you're the last pick in the first round, 28, 29, you better be a starter. That's how the
Right.
NFL. That's
So
how
that it happens, bro. You could be like, oh yeah, he projected top five, and you didn't get picked at five, bro. You out of there. You might be in the third, fourth round.
like you said, it was a perfect storm that we had that second pick in that 20th pick. It was a perfect
Yeah.
storm.
Facts. Facts. So, Culture, do you want to give a win total before we get up out of here?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yep. Let me think for a second because I ain't got it on top of my. I ain't really think about it. I mean, I got a playoff seed. I think we're gonna be at. If that's a little
Playoff.
blessing.
Oh, we
Yeah, I'm
not
thinking playoff.
play in, not play in.
No, no, no,
Cause
no, 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 playoffs. I'm
playoffs.
thinking definitely around the 7th or 8th seed or the play-in. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking that we could get that. See, my thing is this. We done lapped a few players. We done lapped a few teams. A lot of these teams that was a little bit over us, like the OKCs and not Orlando, not Detroit, but San Antonio's and shit like that. We don't overlap them because you know what? Because we got veterans now. Those veterans right there mixed with our youth, because our talent youth-wise is all the same. But now we got veterans now. You know what I'm saying? So now that adds a whole nother dimension to our team to where it's like we really are a team. You know what I mean? And I think we just overlapped OKC by doing that and San Antonio. So OKC what made the eighth seed, I think, or they playing? I think there's a playing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Ninth seed, I believe.
so I see a lot of teams falling out of there. I don't see New Orleans being that good as good. I don't see Memphis being as that good. I don't see a few other teams I don't see as good. So I think I know we can get the between 6 or 8 seed. I'm saying. I'm shooting for. That's my projection.
That's
You
that's
got to
strong.
You got to say Udoka ain't never missed the playoffs. He's not playing. He didn't come here for no rebuild. He did not come here for no rebuild. And we got the talent, man. We definitely got the talent. The talent undeniable. We got 10 players that's undeniable that can all start on different teams, really. And that's no exaggeration, man. KBJ can be a starter. Amin can be a starter. Tari can be a starter. Cam Whitmore. You know what I'm saying? They all so like we 10 deep. Now you got a coach. That know what he's doing, man. They ain't gonna take no shit. They gonna play defense, kind of like how Mike Brown did to the Kings last year. Because the Rockets and the Kings to me are identical. They're the same type of offense, that running gun. They got Fox, they got Sabonis, we got AP, we got Green, we got more players. I feel we way more talented than Sacramento. We got more players. I mean, they got. Don't get me wrong, they got Fox, Sabonis, Harris Barnes, and Malik Monk. But like that's about it. After that, we got man. Like I can name more 10. So, but they got a structure. They had a structure over there. Mike Brown brought that defensive mentality, and they was top 10 in defense last year. I won't say they was number 8 or 7 in total defense last year. So that's what Udoka's going to bring to Houston. So I see us being right up there with the Kings. Really, I really don't see us no different than that.
Bro, you shooting for the moon, bro. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I got to. I've been down too long.
I ain't even mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. I got us from like 38 to 40 wins. I think Frank got us in the 35 to 38 wins. As long as we, I think as long as we vying for a play-in spot, I think this season will be a success. I'm not gonna say we directly in the playoffs because that means we 6 seed. Like if you 7th, 8th seed, you got to be in the play-in. If I can't see us being better than 6, 7 other teams right now.
Yeah, 6 is kind of high.
Yeah, I'm saying we can get 9th, 10th seed, be in that, maybe win a play-in game and then get in there, and then we probably lose in the first round or something. And then I think that'll be a success. That was the OKC type jump that I think we can be on. A few teams I think it probably will take a step back, but I don't think it's enough of them to just put us directly in the playoffs. Like Minnesota, I don't know about Minnesota. I think they to me, New Orleans got some players, man, and we got to think about the trade deadline. Usually teams revamp their whole team before the trade deadline, and if some of these guys ain't looking right, we might end up getting another little piece. Allocate these assets, put them together, and we trade some guys that ain't looking right. But I'm not sure if we there yet, but I could definitely see like OKC, they got the pieces. New Orleans, they got the pieces. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for us to just get
You feel
all
like
the way
okay
up there.
better than us?
Yes, they are.
In which way? Even with our veterans and the coach.
Comparing to last year, they in every way they're better than us. They had a top 10 defense, I want to say. They had a pretty efficient offense.
No, I'm saying now. Come on now.
It's hard for us to gauge this squad without seeing them actually play it. Okay. Now on paper, I think SGA moves the needle for him. If you ain't watched Frank's video, he just premiered the video for the top 5 cores of the league, and they actually Chet didn't play last year, so now they actually got another rim protector, another stretch guy, long, tall, lanky. They OKC they the goods, man. They the goods. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I love our Rockets, man, they got some talent over there.
They got some talent, man, but like let me see. Look, SGA, you got SGA. I can name all their players. I'm sure you can too. They got SGA. They got the white boy. They got Giddy. Then they got both of the Jalen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I give them both of them. They got both of them and Chet. Okay, but that's about it. That's where the buck stopped pretty much.
They got Usman Jane. Then you forgot about the Harden killer.
Okay.
What's his name? I done slipped his name. I had his name in my head. The little thick black dude with the dreads. Dang, what's his name? I forgot. Just Luau Dang. Not Luau Dang. What the hell?
Uh,
Not
yeah, I
Luau
think
Dang.
Omorari, some shit like that.
Man.
It's like Omorari. It's like Onyri, something like that.
Nah, you remember he used to lock up Harden. Lou Dort.
Oh,
That's
Lou
his name.
Dort.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Lou
Yep.
Dort.
Dort. They got Dort. So
They
they're both
deep over there, man. They
they're
deep.
both six. They're both 6 and 7 strong. They're both 6 and 7 strong. That's about
I
six
say
and 7.
about 8 or 9 strong, bro.
Oh, we ain't get to 8 and 9. Let's count them there. We got
Yeah.
SGA. They've got SGA 1. We got both of the Jalen Williams. That's 3.
That's 3.
We got Pet. That's 4. We got Lou Dort. That's 5. We got the white boy Giddy. That's 6. Help me out now.
They got Usman Jang. He's pretty good.
That's 7.
So, I'm slipping on somebody, but they got another nice little. They do have another African guy. I can't remember his name.
They got a squad. They deep. But what I'm saying is we 10 deep. Off the rip, we 10 deep. And it's probably like we just Rocket fans. We can say that. I think anybody in the league could say Taria could be a starter. KBJ can be a starter. If Ken Whitmore was somebody's top 5 pick like he should have been, he'd be a starter. He's gonna be way better than the kid that got picked. I don't even like to say that. Like I said, if he was a top 5 pick, top 6 pick, he'd be somebody's starter.
Isaiah Joe. Yeah, he's a 3-point sniper, bro. Isaiah Joe.
Then you got Amen Thompson. That's another one. Then who else? Jay Sean Tate. I just named 5 more players after our starting 5. And then what I'm trying to say is you got Fran VanVleet. He's a veteran. They don't got no veteran like that. They got SGA, but I don't think he's more of a leader than Fran VanVleet. You know what I mean?
I think the reason why I give it to them because they've shown it already. It's not too much guesswork with them. It's besides Chet. Chet is the only guy that really wasn't on the court for them last year.
I can give you that.
That's the only reason why I'm giving them that. Not the only reason why, because they got some players. They shown it already. We haven't shown it. Now, as far as potential, you might be right. We got the highs because we got a lot of high upside guys. They got a lot of floor guys that's already ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm giving it to them, and they done it already. They made the playoffs. They made a play-in, and that's what we trying to get to. Now, this time next year, we could be having a total different discussion, you know. But for right now, they got it, and they got a whole slew of picks. They're a good squad, man. We gonna be competing against them in Western Conference Finals. In Western, semifinals and stuff like that. We gonna be on a rivalry with them. We really are. In the West, them in Memphis, we gonna have to deal with them. But man, appreciate you, Culture, man. It's past 12 over here. I know it's about 1 o'clock over there where you at. We gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Like always, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, did we get somebody in here? Hold on, let me see. Did Patriot come back? Oh, nah, they dipped out. Yeah, we gonna get on up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, hollering at the Chop Shop, man. Y'all know what it is. Go ahead and hit the like button on your way out. Stop by the merch store. Check out the merch. We still doing some designs. My boy Chris Strange. I'm gonna go ahead and play some of Chris Strange music at the end of this. He sent me a little track, man. I told him I'd play it for him. Here we go. Chris Strange in the building. We gonna get with you, man. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Coming out. Doing support, man. We love all the support over here, bro. We love all the support. He got us a little CSG song, man. Chris Strange, man. Chris Strange TV, if you don't know. He did it, man. We gonna ride out. Appreciate everybody for coming. CSG.
Like the game. Yeah, you some rockets know your team can't hang. In the paint, you know them boys love swing bang.
We out of here, baby.
Dream with the street.